One of the challenges when you're job seeking is that a lot of times you're consulting with different resources to find opportunities and ways to connect with people that are part of your job search, and you're trying to prep for interviews. There's just so many pieces involved in the process, it can really be overwhelming. So one of the things that I recommend doing to keep it from sucking up your entire life when you're job searching is to use a rotational search approach. So what you'll want to do is consult with a different resource or do a different activity each day. That way, you know, you're paying attention to your search, you're getting something accomplished every day, but at the same time, you still have time to have a life and to do all of your classwork, expectations, work on your projects, those kinds of things as well. So I'm going to do a bit of a screen share here and show you one of the things that can kind of help us be organized in this process. Bear with me. There we go. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you all. And this strategy, you can see what we'll do each day of the week. We're going to utilize a different resource or a different activity. So you see on the first day, we're going to talk about a geographic resource. And so what I did was a quick Google search for tech jobs in Raleigh, because I want to identify what are some good resources for finding job opportunities here in the RTP area. Every metro area where you're considering jobs is probably going to have something like this. So if you're looking in Austin, Texas, or Seattle, or Silicon Valley, or New York City, you want to do a geographic search to identify what are some search portals, what are some job posting sites that would be good resources for that area. So in North Carolina, there's the North Carolina Technology Association, which has a job board. There's also Big Top Triangle, which has information on startup opportunities right here in the Triangle area. So that's one example. The next one is a different type of resource, but similar approach. So for example, you may want to choose something that's industry-based. If you want to work for a startup and that's really important to you, then you know something like Angel List is something you could come up with. That would be a resource for that second day of your search. You're going to find those new opportunities with startups that day. I've also got a couple of other resources here, Stack Overflow jobs, women in technology jobs. These are all places where you can find opportunities. And on day 2, you might want to use those resources. On day 3, consider looking at opportunities or portals that focus on entry-level hires. One of the challenges I think of a lot of job sites out there might be that they're looking for somebody with more experience than you may have at this point. So resources like EPAC, always the first place I start when I'm talking with job seekers about appropriate resources, because those are companies who are looking for you as an NC State student. There's a match there between what they're seeking and our programs here, but also they're looking for entry-level talent, and that is a really important distinction as well. Piazza also, and you probably use that for your classes, it does have a recruiting component. I believe it's recruiting.piazza.com. You can go to that site and you'll see some good company information there, events as well as opportunities. On day 4, it's a little different. We're focused on networking, so not just going to job sites and finding new listings, but the action of planning to network, either through engaging with people on LinkedIn, developing new contacts, reaching back out to people to ask specific questions, or actually signing up to do something where you're going to have face-to-face networking later. So I've listed here just a couple of places you can look for things like that. Meetup and Eventbrite are great at helping you identify activities going on in your particular area. So you can search for tech events in the RTP area. And you'll find things like this Toastmasters event that I found when I was looking yesterday. You also will hear about things going on from lots of different resources. So All Things Open is an event that's coming up in the RTP area very soon. You'll hear information about that from the department, from companies that work on campus, lots of ways to find that information. There's also a data science consortium that has a panel discussion coming up. These are events you can find out about, you can go to. You will certainly learn more from just attending sessions. You will also be able to network with people and have collegial conversations with people who are doing the type of work that you want to do. So you're going to talk with fellow data science professionals about the work they're doing, and you're getting to know them more on a peer basis so that you can learn about opportunities that might be coming available soon within their organization, or you're somebody they've met before when they see your resume in a stack. So that is how networking really works for you. So you've got to get out and meet people. Pay attention to that every week as well. We can't forget about things like our job boards. Certainly LinkedIn is a great resource. Google Jobs, Glassdoor, Indeed. These are all things you might want to consider using as well. And then again, let's switch back to an activity then on day 6, where we're going to focus on interview prep. That's such a huge component of a job search for a computer science student. You have to take time to practice. Certainly you can do things like LeetCode, HackerRank, but you also should plan to do some practice face-to-face. Get together with a group of friends, do some practice. Sign up for one of the sessions we will have going in EPAC. You'll look under workshops and find some of those technical practice sessions there too. So lots of different things you can be doing each week to make progress in your job search. You can do this. It takes some persistence. And hopefully this organizational strategy gives you some variety in your task and helps you persist in your journey. Best of luck with your search, and I look forward to working with you as you have questions in the process.